Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. And here we go. What's going on out there this evening, MECA heads? What's everybody up to this fine evening? Let's see here. I'm on the road this evening, so I apologize. I'm a little late. I was having some technical difficulties here, so I didn't get to get my normal preparations done. Not that I preparate a bunch, anyways. Ha ha. I got Jeff. What's going on, Mr. Michael Haslidge, Mr. Tony Pasquale, Mr. Chelsea and Tim Jones? How we doing this evening? I do got some events coming up. We're on our way to Florida this weekend here, so we can do the sound quality training in the 3X there Sunday in Orlando at Creative Car Audio. So looking forward to that. We're headed south. I don't know, somewhere probably about 70 miles north of Chattanooga, I guess. So I stopped at a Starbucks here and got things going. So double check my event schedule here. We got any other events going this weekend?
Yeah, Dominic Bessie has one.
I thought so.
Pretty sure Dominic and Tony.
Are you on here talking?
What do you mean, Mom?
Anyways, hold on. I'm catching up with the chat.
Oh, well.
All right, y'all. What's going on? Chris, Pops, Mr. Joe Alt, Nathan. Hope everybody's having a good Wednesday hump day. I think I got Mr. Geoff Schneider here from Chiare. We're going to bring him on with us this evening. We'll talk a little bit about, I guess we'll see what he wants to talk about. I'm going to bring in Mr. Jeff here. You guys got any questions or anything? Let's get it popping. I'm in a Starbucks. They're going to close on me. What they say?
At night.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
so we have to.
We're an hour behind, so it's only.
Oh, yeah,
right.
That's right. We're in Tennessee.
All right, Jeff, you're on, buddy.
Oh, man, I feel special.
Aren't you?
What's going on?
Beanie.
How we doing this evening?
Doing all right. Just went and picked up some cookies, so everybody in the house is happy.
What kind of cookies?
Listen, man, I'm basic. I'm all about that crumble life, and they had a pretty sweet lineup this week, so I went and picked up 4 cookies.
My volume on my computer.
What's that?
Let me see.
His eyes are so good.
All right, talk to me now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I don't know why it's just not that loud. I don't have my speakers hooked up to my computer like normal, Shane. I can't hear you very good, but I think everybody else can.
Can everybody else hear me? Let me see it in the chat. Send me them DMs.
Oh, blue eyes.
Oh, sorry, that was the seizure.
Okay, so yeah, they can hear you pretty good. So we're good to go. Just bear with me if I'm not responding right because I can't hear what you're saying very good, but I'm trying to pay attention.
Just nod a lot. Just
yeah.
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 So, but why don't you tell them about the Eminence tour that you took?
The Eminence tour that we took.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did go to Eminence. So we got, I guess, that's one of our newest manufacturers there, Eminence. Jeff invited us out there about, a week ago, I guess now.
Yeah.
Maybe 2. We got to go on a little tour of the factory and see all that pretty cool stuff. Maybe one day I might get in there and take a video for you. If they probably won't like me doing that. I'll probably just get to look and tell you about it.
They don't care too much as long as you're not.
We got to see pretty much everything they did there. It was pretty cool. Of course, they weren't really doing a whole lot of production because of the day or whatever, but it was really cool. We got to see a lot of the process. I got to see how they cheated when they put their speakers together with the glue. And, I wish I had one of them little things they had where they had 3 glue bottles on there. And they just was like, oh, set it up and then hit the little spinner button. Oh. But
I like one of the things I like is the fact that they have that thing on the bottom of the basket. That's so they stopped using like foam and stuff on a lot of their baskets for like the underside to seal it, and they started to use an sticky adhesive that goes onto the bottom of the basket, and it just
I forgot what they called that. What was that called?
I can't remember what they called it. They had a funny acronym for it, but
that was pretty cool too. I would probably prefer that over like the foam or your standard rubber gasket, but it's like I don't know how to really explain it. It's almost kind of like a rubber.
Mm-hmm. It's like almost like a liquid. It's foam in place. That's right. Yeah, FIP.
Foam in place.
So it's like a compound that as soon as it feels tacky, kind of like a weird rubber plastic thing. And as soon as you apply pressure, so like screwing it in or whatever, it kind of just squeezes out a little bit, and it becomes it basically seals everything tight. So you won't have to worry about air leaks anymore because it is very much sealed at that point. Is it just me now? Oh,
I died for a second. Sorry, my computer's being stupid.
It's okay. I thought you just wanted to put the focus on me. There. I mean, listen, if we're going to be showcasing this beautiful hat that some of the Team Chiare folks and some of the dealers and installers will have, I guess I already gave one to you guys too, so you guys are special.
I didn't hear a word you said. I just laughed because you were. I was mad because my it said that the page just disappeared, and it was like, oh snap, something went wrong, and I was like, no. Start of a show. I see Chad Blakey. My chat might be broke, but
Chad needs to buy some more speakers. He was telling me, he said he's got this dough, there's all this cash, and he wants to buy speakers. And then I never heard from him again.
Speakers?
Yeah. Chad said he wanted to buy speakers from me.
Chad did? Chad, did you want to buy speakers?
Yeah. Where are you at, Chadwick?
I think he had to get his teeth fixed first.
Oh, that's fair.
I punched him in the mouth at the end of last year.
Is it because he didn't have enough competitors?
No, I didn't do that for real. But yeah, the foam in place thing was pretty cool. I was kind of disappointed I didn't get to hear all the stampers stamping.
Man, no, it's a good thing. Those things are so loud. it's wild. And there's 3 of them in that small area, so you can only imagine how loud it gets when they're stamping parts. It wasn't even that expensive, Chad. God, acting like I'm gonna take your firstborn, but if I would take your firstborn, though, honestly, yes, I could put him to work over here. Man, people are just commenting about how much drip you have today, bud.
About what?
How much drip you have.
Oh, I'm just flossing, you know. I got my beard lowered. You know. I went bald.
Oh, wait, is your hair slicked back?
No, I just shaved.
Oh, I thought it was slicked back. Damn, you would have been fresh.
No.
Even more fresh. Couldn't have handled it. Oh.
The paint line was pretty cool, even though I didn't get to see no paint on there. I wanted to sit in the booth and hit the thing with the probes.
Man,
you know. And then
paint,
Joe said he liked the Neo assembly, but I didn't like it because they wouldn't let me update the motor the way I wanted it. And they said I was full of poop. And I just wanted to put a couple extra pieces in there. I mean,
man, we almost got high when we were trying to go through that paint booth area. That place was no joke.
Yeah. Bud's little brother, is that Jeff?
No, it's you. You look younger.
Oh, did I make myself look young?
Yeah.
It's my baby face.
Yeah, I like that big slug of Neo and that cool 21-inch.
I didn't know I was allowed to talk about it. I thought it was like a UFO or something.
Oh, I mean, it is like it's shaped kind of like a UFO. You can talk about it, but I can't like tell anybody what it is yet. It's just a super secret 21-inch.
So
symbol.
I mean, I didn't really used to believe in aliens a whole lot, but we went to this factory in Eminence, and we saw this speaker, and there was 3 pink aliens building it in the corner. They won't let us talk about it, but they handed us 3 of them, and the glue was so fresh we were sniffing it. But then they abducted Joe, and when they brought him back,
he had a probe sticking out of his butt.
He had 2 more 21s, and they told us, to try them out, and if we liked them, they might give us some more. But it was ancient alien technology, so.
Yeah.
That's really not what happened, but it looks like it's a pretty similar thing to maybe similar to the iPow speaker, but it looks like it's going to be pretty good. I'm interested to see the results of it and see if they end up actually, are they actually already going into production with that speaker or yes? Okay.
Yeah. So they are, they just sent some out to some customers. And I think when we were going through there, Kenneth actually knew one of the people that the customers that they were getting like 3 pallets of them. And I think Kenneth knew the guy that was getting them. So, it's a pretty cool driver, kind of similar to the iPal, a different design behind it than what the iPal is, but it's also got really similar specs. So it's like a different way to approach it. And it's got it's different, but it's definitely cool. I really like the billet ring that they use for the spiders. Honestly, I think that's awesome.
I like it if they make 15-inch versions.
I mean, I don't see why they couldn't. That's the nice thing about having the factory in your backyard, right? You can just run down there and ask them to make it, right?
Oh, don't tempt me with a good time. Don't get me in trouble, Jeff.
Tell them about what you used to do.
What? Oh, how I used to go take their motors out of their garbage.
Yes, Bud, we were there at the factory, and Bud's like,
Kenneth,
"Yeah, I used to."
You got that picture? You got the picture of my arm sticking through the coil? You need to send it to us.
Oh yeah, Send it to us so that way we can show people.
Yeah. Send it to Jeff so he can show everybody. The coil's bigger than 15 inches, Wayne.
Shut up. Oh, yeah, the coil's wild. It's definitely a big 6-inch coil. We lost Bud again. All right. So now I am once again the most handsome person on this stream. Just to let you guys know. Here he comes.
Sorry.
I'm no longer the most handsome person on this stream.
My computer took a poop on the way here, I guess. I don't know what its problem is. All I did was unplug it and put it in a bag. I guess it didn't like being in the dark.
No, it did not. It was Ken just sent me 18 pictures. That's a lot.
What's going on, Mr. Parker? Bear with me here. I'm having a little connectivity issues, I guess, or my computer's getting sick, one or the other. I ain't decided yet.
All right, here we go. Let me share screen here and see if this works.
Oh, look at this. We can share that on there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, championship. Look at that.
Whoop.
Oh, what's that, Jeff?
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. Are you kidding?
That's the motor structure there, but that's the coil and the spider landing for it. There's their little setup there where they were putting them together.
Yeah, this area is the area where they actually assemble the 21s. They don't have enough area like any other production facility to like manufacture this because it requires a lot of it specialized equipment. So they put everything here. And they actually have certain people that work this line because due to like workplace rules and regulations and stuff, only certain people that are fit enough to lift how heavy this driver is are able to do it. And then we've got like cones and all kinds of cool stuff here.
Heck yeah.
That's a tight gap.
It is.
And that's some of where they do some of the gluing and fitting of
yeah, that was is that where they were gluing stuff and things?
Yeah, so that's the area where they're doing some of the gluing and cone treatments and things like that. The adhesive line. So then you'll see where they're actually doing some of it. They've got some workers in there that day that were doing test fits on some pre-production models. And then they go in there to bake it a little bit through that line. And then they've got the charging. Oh,
you weren't supposed to show them that.
I think we could show them that.
There was 2 aliens back there.
No. That was the other cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is the area where they charge the motors. That's that big thing right there.
Oh.
That was the charging machine. That was pretty cool. I wish I could got to see it work.
And then there's all those 21s going out to some customers.
Oh, I should have knew it was already in production, huh? I forgot about the skids of them sitting around.
And then they had like this room was really cool. We didn't get to go in there because they were actively testing something. But this is we want to break shit room. Excuse my French. We want to break stuff room. So this is where we have like several racks of QSC amplifiers, and we put a bunch of power to something to see what the power handling is. And we definitely break this room in a lot. I've been told that there's smoke pours out of this room from time to time, depending on what they're testing. There's a lot of residual voice coil smell in there when you go in. And it was loud enough that this is like set brick cinder blocks, and it's a separate room on the inside that's also laid in cinder block.
That's how we torture our sound quality judges. That's called the SQ torture chamber. And I
Yeah.
think they play like what, a bunch of white or pink noise.
No.
That
They only play
playing from
Spanish Harlem.
do what now?
They only play Spanish Harlem.
Oh, Spanish Harlem.
Yeah, that's the only thing that plays.
I
It
thought,
only space.
yeah, it only plays Spanish Harlem at 130 dB
Yeah,
for hours on end until the speakers break.
that's exactly right. But I mean, it was loud enough that we could hear it outside of the like double insulated cinder block. So it was whatever they had in there. It was quite loud. And then there's Joe playing with his 21s. And then there they are in Kenneth's truck.
Cool hoodie.
And some more baskets and cool stuff. Oh, and then this was their semi-anechoic chamber that they use for testing.
It was pretty quiet in there.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, it's not quite anechoic. To have something be technically anechoic, there's a lot of room prep that has to be done on it. And a lot of time it's actually like a separate building that's like conjoined via like just a door and like a small bridgeway. And it's like separate facility, raised up. You have a false floor, and there's a lot that goes into it. Because the ones I've seen in China were wild. And when I go to Italy, we have a pretty nice one at BNC that I get to go check out too.
So I have a question, even
Yeah.
though I kind of might already know a little bit. But so
Mhm.
what are they using the chamber for?
For testing drivers to get certain responses. So it's like when we're for the engineering side of it, we want to make sure that we can get things attenuated the way we want. We can find out if something is specifically driver related. Whereas if you're testing something in a room, you don't know if it's room related or if it's driver related. So this helps you eliminate one.
So basically, that's supposed to like help eliminate with outside interference, and you're actually getting what the speaker's giving you.
Yeah, and although it's not how drivers are going to be used in like obviously everyday applications, it helps us in the engineering side. That's why this room is actually in the engineering lab. So that's where we do all the testing just to make sure that we're eliminating certain variables so we can get everything just right. And now
Awesome.
I think I can stop.
I forgot they took pictures of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking at it, and then everybody yelled at me because I didn't take a picture. So then Joe and Kenneth went in there and took a picture because
Yeah,
they didn't
I'm
know.
I'm not good at being a picture taker, so I'm glad they took a bunch of pictures because I don't have very many, but that's definitely a big old coil, and Shannon was sick, or I'd have probably had 2 bookloads of pictures.
Oh yeah, Shannon loves to take pictures. She would take pictures of
But
everybody, gotten everybody's name.
and let's see here.
Let's see.
This.
You know me.
Did you get more pictures? No. Okay, just the.
So, like I told you guys a little earlier, I'm on my way to Florida, but we do also have an event coming up this weekend in Augusta, Georgia. So I'm going to let that scroll for a minute. Dominic Bussey down there's got an event going on. Go check him out.
Cool. Yeah,
I just wanted to throw that up there real quick before I forgot. I didn't want to leave him out.
No, for sure. If I had a car at this point where I could actually compete, let alone a build in a car, then I would totally go. But here I am being stupid and sold something before I could buy something else, and yeah. But at least I'll have a Power Wheel soon.
A Power Wheels.
Johnson.
Well, a Power Wheels. So that's being built right now. We're putting some fun.
I got a Power Wheels too. It's got power and wheels.
Power Wheels. Oh, to Joe. So the Eminence side of things, It was really cool. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but Eminence is probably one of the biggest names in car audio in the sense that they built almost all the drivers back in like the late 80s, early 90s. They were probably I want to say like 60% of the drivers being manufactured in car audio.
They used to OEM most of the car audio stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure to the extent of what majority, but it was the majority.
Oh yeah, they did all kinds of drivers. They used to do like Pile, Crunch.
Pretty
Um,
sure they did some stuff for Cove. A bunch of them, really.
Good. Yeah, there was. I mean, there was.
I know the ones I liked were the Cove ones.
Oh
That's
yeah, the
back
Cove
then.
stuff was really nice. So there actually was a really cool room at one point that had all the dust caps. They kept one dust cap from every driver that they manufactured. So it was like from every single series that they manufactured from different customers, and they had a whole room full of these things. And they decided they were going to rebuild that area, and somebody like one of the contractors up and threw away all of these hundreds of dust caps. So somebody was pretty upset by that. The engineer Jerry was really mad, and it sucks because
Did they OEM for Shocker?
I'm not sure. I'd have to run it by him. He knows a lot more about that than I do. Of course.
Yeah, I saw some of the old ProTech name in there. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember Joe asking about that one, and then Jerry was able to name off all the specs about it too. The Shocker
Oh, okay.
2 series subs. Okay,
Not my favorite ones though, right? Not my favorite
not the
ones, because if
Sigs.
they did my favorite ones, they're gonna have to remake them.
You're talking about the Sigs, right? Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's everybody's favorite Shocker sub, right?
I guess it depends on who you talk to, depends on which ones you had, depends on, I don't know.
I honestly, I didn't even know there were other subs from Shocker because the only ones I ever hear about were the Sigs.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, Eminence was definitely cool, and I'm excited to have that show down there in July 6th weekend.
July 6th weekend, Independence at Eminence 4X show there in Kentucky.
Yeah, so that's good. I'm gonna see if I can get them to come in and do one tour. If we can do it like sometime in the middle, and we can get everybody lined up and go take a quick tour of the factory. Of course, there won't be anything like being manufactured at that point, but it will be cool to like check it out and look and see where all this stuff is built. Oh, Chad, you better make it back up. God.
Yep. They're getting ready to run a vacuum for a second.
All right, not a big deal.
Be all right. I'm the one making it inconvenient for everybody. I am in a Starbucks in somewhere Tennessee. I'm not exactly 100% sure. I think I'm about 70 or 80 miles north of Chattanooga, maybe. So somewhere in there.
What's the weather like over there?
It was about 43, I guess.
Oh,
It thunderstormed last night pretty good, and then got cold this morning, or colder. It was, hell, yesterday afternoon, I think it was 70.
man.
So
Yeah, we had a tornado warning at 4:30 in the morning. So we had to get the kids up and take them to the basement and all that fun stuff.
Who's going to Florida? Said Kramer. Tornadoes. Well, y'all be safe.
It's all right. They'll try and take me out. I'm a lot stronger than that.
It's a lot more gooder when I can hear what you're saying.
Oh. It's probably best. I'm nobody cares what I have to say.
We'll get back. We'll try again maybe in a week or two or something. But
Yeah.
when I got my speakers back,
Sounds good.
I won't have my speakers this week or next week. But I could probably. They're at home in my bag. I was gonna say, shoot, I got my headphones, but they're at home, I think. Now you got me double checking.
Double check.
Yep. I left my headphones at home like a Dumbo.
Oh. So, what are you guys going to cover this weekend at the
There's a
SQ
little
training?
delay, but don't use mine. And I just put them both in so I can turn my volume up.
Can you hear me okay?
I can hear now, but it's like 3 minutes late.
No, can you hear okay?
I can hear now, but it's like 3 minutes late. I just now heard what I just said.
Well, that doesn't help.
Yeah, that might not work for you.
No, it
Here,
ain't
give it
going
back
to.
then so I can listen.
Here. Yeah. I'm good listening to my little speaker. I gotta put my head in the kick.
Or you could read it.
Oh. So, what are you guys covering at the SQ training this weekend?
What are we covering?
Yeah.
I think mostly going to be doing some rule book stuff, some listening, probably reference listening. I think we have. We got what, 3 or 4 cars coming? I think. Tony's got a decent little reference system in his shop there that I think he's been working on. So
Good.
where you at, Tony?
Oh, he's got,
SQ Advanced, huh? How you gonna teach Advanced when you didn't even get to Advanced yet? I'm just teasing you. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait to see what really what all they've came up with and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. Did I get rid of the echo when I took off when I took those off?
yeah.
Yeah, we'll be going over the new rules. We'll be going over the new tracks. We'll be going over over listening. I think our goal is to probably do more listening and stuff and try to be a little more interactive than we have at the last few training classes.
I'm here to fight Moose Mitchell.
Oh, Moose Mistral.
Put the number down.
I'm ready.
Yes, he already had the invite. He had an invite. Everybody has an invite.
I think you guys should make Kramer do all the cleaning up too. Make him clean up all of just everything. Make him sweep the shop. Tony needs to put him to work.
What'd Jeff say?
He's already driving 25 hours.
Make him do
25.
work.
All right, maybe 19. Still, that's forever.
Oh, Tony, no, not this weekend. I have to prep myself for Daytona Bike Week coming up this next week, and then I get a couple weekends to like get things done, and then I have TDH, and then it just skyrockets from there. There's just all kinds of stuff I have to go do.
You know, bike weeks for motorcycle, not cyclists and thongs, right?
Wait, you guys wear clothes when you bike? Man, yeah, I'm pumped. A lot of our motorcycle competitors are going to be there, and I think we're going to have like 8 bikes there competing, and there's so much. There's so many bikes there, and it's just packed. Like if you ever thought a car audio show
If
would
you
ever,
think it's packed now, you ain't seen nothing. You should have been there 10 years ago.
well, bike week, it's crazy because I would go down to the.
Bike week's nothing compared to what it used to be.
That's not. I've heard that it's huge because there's like.
Unless is it growed back again?
I think so.
I haven't been to it in a few years, but
It's nothing.
it's nothing like
No,
it used
not
to
what
be.
it used to be.
Well, every street that I went down was like lined with different bikes, and it's like all the parking lots are filled, the gas stations filled.
Oh, I know it's still packed. You're not lying about that. I know that.
I guess I don't know how you would get it more packed. I mean, it probably could have been. It probably just went on for even further distance than what
just
it
went
now.
on for farther.
Yeah. But like, I went to this gas station, and people were like, "Oh, we're gonna go to this gas station." I'm like,
A1A.
"Why are you going to a gas station?" After we pull up and we start walking, and I start hearing like lots of noise. I'm like, "The hell is that?" And I pull, and we like walk up to the gas station, and man, there was like 70 bikes in this little gas station parking lot, and they were all taking turns playing music, just trying to shut the other one up. And they were very, very nice about it. But every other one was like louder than the next one. It got outrageously loud.
I bet that was cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. You know, I'd like to point it so I can get you guys.
I'm surprised they were getting away with it without getting tickets.
The cops would come in, clear them all out, and as the last bike would leave the gas station parking lot, new ones would come in. And the cops just stopped caring about it. It was wild.
That is pretty wild. So Jeff's getting down there to bike week.
Now
There's another show you go down there for, isn't there?
yeah, it's Biketoberfest. I go down there for.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the one you guys helped me out with last year. Helped me find a place to get a pallet shipped.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good one too. But I think I hear Bike Week is just way better.
Yeah, those are I mean both good ones.
And I would
I
like.
think we're doing.
What's that?
I think we're going to do a 4X in Florida in August again.
Oh, you are.
So if you want to come down there and die from heat stroke, let me know.
I have to go there in September. I'm sure I'll probably end up there in August at some point for either to see a customer or whatever. So maybe I can make it correlate and make a trip out of it.
Right. What's going on, Mr. Mayo?
Yeah, Tony, we sell a lot of the CMI 160 NDs, CMI 200 NDs that I sent you a pair. We use those on the bikes a lot. The new CXI coaxials will fit in like road glide pods and lids and things like that. And people absolutely love them. They get outrageously loud, sound great. It's that Italian engineering.
What's going on, Mr. Mosley? How we doing this fine evening?
I don't know where.
So
I don't know where any topless girls are, but I mean, if I can show off a little bit of skin myself, if that helps. Maybe a little nip. No nip.
Tisk,
Not on
tisk,
this
tisk.
video.
You're in trouble. Out.
Oh,
So we were. I got a good one. So we were talking about the the Eminence line, the line there, and how we went and toured the facility and stuff.
yeah.
And do they do any car audio stuff currently, or
I'm not really at liberty to say if they do or don't, but we have a lot of stuff that we do for different manufacturers. There are some car audio that we do with, and some motorcycle, but obviously I can't tell you like who we do what for. But yeah, we do a lot of pro. Obviously, that's a big thing, and the
right?
the guitar is their big industry. So that's where they do. That's where they get a lot of businesses through their guitar speakers. And that room that we went into, we should have gotten a picture of that. So they have a room that they used to take to like all their trade shows, and they would you could
with the guitar setups
yeah.
in it.
Yeah,
That
so they would
room?
have different
Yeah, that
guitars that you could play, and they had like buttons that you could push. So they had like 32 different speakers there, and you could pick which one you wanted to play because guitar is way different than guitar speakers are for music production as opposed to like what we do, which is music reproduction. So each one has its own specific tone for making like a weird distortion that they want. Like they have a speaker called the Red Coat, which has that like real British rock
but
tone to it. And then they have some like Swamp Thing, which is that real muddy, twangy sound that a lot of guys like for like the blues music and things like that.
the Swamp Thing,
Swamp Thing. What was the one that you liked, Bud?
the
The
Cannabase.
Cannabase.
They had hemp cones.
Yeah, that's a big thing that they've been doing for a bit. So we tried getting Ben Hemp to go, and honestly, I think we should have gotten him to sign a Cannabase. It would have been cool to have him actually sign one for us.
I'll accept it.
Yes, but they were saying that those would actually do really well in something like a stunt wall because they're actually they're pretty flat and
Yeah, they looked pretty cool. The cones were a little bit flamsy.
yeah, but I mean they don't need to be anything rigid for a stunt wall.
No.
What are you thinking? Like do 810s. There you go.
810s.
810s. But
Give it a 10.
the ones that they had that were really cool, which I don't think you guys saw, they have some coax drivers, and they're coax by name, but they're sold as woofers, and they have threading on the back plate, so you actually can thread a compression driver into the motor, and it loads out the front. The dust cap is like a fabric, kind of like some of the BNCs and the 18 sound driver. So the horn is actually inside the dust cap, and you can use that. So you can make some drivers coaxes and some drivers woofers, and nobody would know the difference unless they put their ear to it, obviously. So they've got some really cool models, and they do some really unique stuff like that. And they've had those for a long time.
A long time.
Long time. I think I want to say probably since like the 2008, somewhere around there. It's an old model, but people love it.
Right.
And then they have some other popular models. So then the name would be a Wolf Flax Seal. I'll accept it. Yeah, that's fine. That's acceptable.
It's a wolf laxo.
It's a wolf laxative. But yeah, there's just a lot of cool things that they do that are a little bit different. And of course, this stuff is made in the USA. The majority of the products are, and it's just nice to see a facility like that where you can still get stuff that's made in the USA, engineered here, and you can go take a tour of the factory.
And we're going to try to set that up for you guys on the 4X, hopefully.
Yeah, it
We'll
sounds
see.
like people are. It sounds like somebody's going to hopefully be able to do it, and then we'll have, of course, the food trucks and all the other festivities there. So it'll be a nice show, a lot of fun. And Eminence is a
Yeah.
very small town, so I imagine we'll get a lot of locals coming by, like, "What the hell is making all this noise?" And then people from the factory will actually get to see what their speakers do.
They'll actually get to see how mad they make the world.
That's exactly right.
Oh.
I want some hemp. Well, Ben's already your friend. I don't know what.
I thought Mr. Hemp was already your pal.
That's what I'm saying. He's already got a hemp friend.
What's going on, Landon? Touche.
Get me some.
Kevin Mayo needs some woof axles.
Oh my god.
Oh, we've been pretty good, Landon. How about yourself? So, any of my guys out there in MECA Land got any questions for Mr. G off about Eminence or Chiare
Or B and C, literally whatever you want.
or B and C? Yeah, I mean, I guess we could probably go on for a couple seconds, but
Yeah, I mean, it's just like anything. If you have questions about any of the product, it's whatever. Also, so Nello actually used some Eminence product at finals this last year too. So he was using some Eminence stuff. Yeah, same to 18 sound. I don't know nearly as much about 18 sound as I'd like to, but I do know some stuff.
oh, don't say that name, Jeff.
Yeah, can't say that one. I'll write you a check after this.
I'm doing all right. You're dealing with a lot of school, huh? Get them banners so I can get them for the Blazer. Oh, you getting some more banners, Jeff?
Listen, man, I've got an entire baggie full of stickers here that he just made for me. And Bennett is out of office. He's in, I think he's in Italy. He's traveling domestically and internationally this week, so it's like impossible to get a hold of him. But I need to get something okayed for the banner, so that way he can make me some more. Because the last banners I made, I did a very poor job of vetting the person who made them, and they did a very poor job of manufacturing them. And I know Wayne won't do a bad job because I've gotten a bunch of stuff from Wayne, and literally everything has been awesome.
You can't look at me, it's too hard. Do I need the undersea fish one?
Listen,
Shannon said, how come her bag of stickers is on your desk and it's not in the mail?
I'll send some to her. Man, I've got to have some to hand out to these guys at Bike Week and some at TDH, so I'll probably end up getting more made, honestly.
Well, they're not going in the closet.
Listen, a lot of things end up in my closet.
That's where you belonged, was in there.
Only as long as Kevin is in there with me.
Kevin?
Mm-hmm.
What y'all doing in there, playing spin the bottle?
Playing spin the something.
Kevin said no.
No, he said oof, as in ouch, that hurt. Yeah. You need stickers, Tony? I'll bring some down for you.
Oh my gosh.
What?
Kevin, I totally forgot and I got sick. We need to send him his meter.
Oh.
Pin the tail.
little clamp box thing, you mean, or the sensor?
Did you ever find? Did you ever
Where
find
you see
mine?
that at?
Bud, did you ever find mine?
Are you talking to me, Jeff?
Yeah. Did you ever find my clamp?
I don't find nothing.
He asked to go to bed.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, he said, did you ever find his
you want to say hi?
lamp?
What's up, little dude?
Hey, yeah,
He
hi.
lost the keys just before we left. Oh, there's the cutie.
I didn't even. I can't even keep track of my keys. Who's all gonna be in Florida? Florida.
Show me your toy. Show me your toy.
Me, Tony, Shannon, Matt, Wayne. I think Mike's
All right, you wanna go
Mike's
night-night?
coming.
He asked to.
Mm,
I think ain't I picking him up at the
Bye-bye.
airport? The guy that asked me.
bye bye.
Yeah.
Right, come on.
Jeff.
Yeah.
I know there's a few people, a few others.
Yes. Christopher Gamble.
Chris Gamble.
Uh,
I don't know. Shannon said there was 12 or 13 folks for the class Saturday, and then we have the 3X event there Sunday. So I don't know who's all showing up to the event Sunday, but we have, I think, 13 folks coming out to the class Saturday. So it should be a pretty good little time, and should be some learning involved. Hopefully, I got Tony. Are you gonna do good, Tony?
I hear that Kevin and I are sharing a room for TDH, and he wants me to wear a certain shirt for him. Sounds like a strange request to me.
Bet. Man, y'all are killing me tonight. Jeff's not allowed on lives no more.
No, I've gotten kicked off of every live stream I've been on.
I'm not having Jeff on live.
Crickets. What system is he trying to cheat?
What system? The Moose system?
Oh, so let's see.
That's what most of us had to learn.
How to cheat the system? Oh, who's bringing the twist?
Do good, or who's bringing the twisted teas? I thought Tony was.
Do gooder.
We got our crock pot.
I did bring that.
Crock pot sounds like a terrible place for twisted teas. Listen, you wouldn't believe the stuff people have bribed me with to like score their car better, and a lot of it wasn't a joke. I had, you know what? I don't even care if I call him out at this point because it is what it is. Greg Weckerly at Slamology in like 2019, 2018 came up to me as I just got done scoring his car and offered me some very hot vodka from the back of his truck, or from his trunk. And he told me that if I gave him a better score, he would give me the hot vodka. And I told him, I'm sorry, I am not very interested in that right now, but thank you. I walked away. So,
Yeah, Jeff said he wanted all the Arnold Palmers.
man, I would drink the crap out of a bunch of Arnold Palmer right now. That sounds great.
Well, I look like I'm down to about five or so minutes here.
Okay.
You guys want to ask Mr. G off anything? You got any rules questions, any MECA questions? Because I'm not gonna stay on too much longer tonight if I do at all because we're on the road here. So
And here I gave Jake exactly what he asked for, and I didn't get a higher SPO score. Didn't help me at all. What was it that you were drinking, Jeff? Those were pretty good. Oh,
Whitney,
the lemonade things, the simply spiked lemonade or whatever it is. Those things were good. Can you go over the entirety of the SQ and SPL rule books?
can I go over the entirety of the books? Yeah,
Real quick.
yeah, I can do that. All right, are you ready? Here we go.
He's pulling it up. You have to stay here the whole time and listen to it.
All right, guys. So this is the sound pressure rule book here for 2024. And I think I'm sharing the screen here.
Yep.
So hopefully you guys can see it. But just real quick, you go to the website there, go to SPL 2024 rule book, and bam, there's our rule book there. Kind of
Okay.
gives you the break
If you say real quick,
down. There's your general rules. Real quick.
yeah, you guys say real quick. You can't say slow down.
Hold on. Trunk rules, street rules, modified street rules, modified rules, park and pound, X. Tells you how you get fat words. That's 2-day events. Boom and zoom, which we don't really do. Tells you how we do our sensor stands, and then you got your judges guidelines there in the back. You got your subwoofer cheat chart, and then there you go. So that's the sound pressure rule book in a nutshell. And then click over here on the sound quality side, and there you got the sound quality rule book. And just real quick, there you got general rules, your discipline. How we break the classes down and all that good stuff.
Bud, what do you do if I've been a bad?
So what I did was I just showed everybody the rule books. And hold on, I got to scroll fast. See, so now I went over both of them in their entirety. Thanks for watching.
So you mentioned discipline.
Doing demos and show and shine.
What do you do to discipline me if I've been a bad boy? Nothing? It's all right.
Where were you bad? How were you bad?
I cannot hear you, Captain.
What was the offense?
Hold on. Who's getting a timeout?
I get
You're
a timeout.
Jeff, you get a timeout. Go stand in the corner.
Listen, I get in trouble here at the house all the time. Basically, I sleep in the corner. I get in trouble enough. Adult time with Bud. Oh, Tony. That ain't right.
Well, if you guys ain't gonna ask anything good or talk about anything good, I guess I'll cut it out for tonight. But
yeah, after that last comment, I think I am done with that.
Unfortunately, I can't hear Jeff talking all his sexually explicit language. He's probably He's probably happy I can't hear him. But or I don't know, maybe I'm not, but I can't hear a lot of what he's saying because my speaker on my computer stinks. But Tony likes the tweeters.
Yeah, I figured he would. They're right up his alley. I honestly, nobody that's used them has told me that they didn't like them in any capacity, whether it be on a motorcycle, in a car, or in a pro application. So we're doing something right.
I watched something video. I don't know what that one's talking about. Oh, I don't know. I don't really entertain that stuff, Moose. I mean, I could tell the truth and hurt their feelings, but I don't. I'm not gonna play that. I don't expect them to go nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. But I don't know.
Mike, those were the fancy tweeters I was showing, and
If they got stuff to say, they could come over here and say it and get answered.
that's the best way to get an answer, real time, in front of a bunch of other people.
What's going on, Mr. Cash?
Oh no, Tony, he's looking for an Eminence to match his Eminence 6.5s and Eminence 21-inch subwoofer. So I think there's like they have a 28 millimeter soft.
But no, I think
really good.
You know what? I think if they're on there talking shit, you know what? I'll just go ahead and address it.
Oh.
So if they want to get on lives and talk smoke, like I won't come over and talk to them, like they won't come over here and talk to me. Because I know a lot of people got stuff to say, but they can't even bring it to my screen face. So, and that's me on a screen. So that's how I feel about that. But basically, I got nothing good, bad, or indifferent to say about none of those folks. There was just basically, to me, it was a business thing. And, we parted ways. If they got smack to talk, I might have receipts. So, I'll just leave it at that because the going back and forth and all this shit talking about people is stupid. And I'm about over it. So, hopefully people understand that because they're not the only ones with dirt. And that's pretty much all I got to say about that. But to me, we're all in this together, and we're all supposed to be friends, whether we get along or not. We all have different opinions, different ways of doing things. I respect their perspective, but people need to start respecting mine before I start airing a whole lot of shit. And I'll just leave it there. But anyways, thanks, Jeff. I appreciate you coming on with me tonight. And talking about the Chiare brand and Eminence with me, and all that good stuff. And like I said, anybody that wants to talk smack, I'm on this computer too every Wednesday. You can come right over here and talk it to me, or I'm not hard to find. I got 150 events on a schedule. You could come see me, and my phone number's everywhere. You could call me. And until next time, MECA heads, keep it loud and clear.